Hobart sits on the delta of the stunning Derwent River. Nestled amongst mountains and meandering waterways, it's a perfect setting for pretty spectacular vistas. Tim has wandered up to Mount Nelson to give himself a little history lesson, or at least take in the view.
This is the signal station, built back in about 1811, 1812. In operation, we could send a message from Hobart, which is just down there, we're overlooking it, over to Port Arthur, which is right over there behind me. They could send like a 20-word message in about 15 minutes, which was really, really quick for them. Well, it's actually really quick for me because, like, I'm a one-finger typer on the internet, so it's, like, really slow. But how beautiful is this area? You look down here and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
If you follow the water south from Hobart, past the Bruny Island ferry, you'll come to Grandvewe Cheese, a very unique dairy.
Ryan, how long have your family been shepherds?
Shepherds? About 11 years, but we really did just throw ourselves into it. We hadn't done anything to do with sheep or cheese making before that. We just came up with the idea and thought, that's going to be great. Let's just figure it out as we go.
How many sheep dairies are there in Australia?
There's only 5. There might be a couple more popping up, but it's a hard one to do in Australia. It is quite financially draining. The sheep eats a lot of food for giving you a little amount of milk. So they only give you about 1 litre per sheep per day, and they only get milk for 6 months. And 1 litre basically makes 1 piece of cheese, 1 little wedge.
Wow.
So that's sort of how small it is. And comparing that to a cow, you'd need about 30 sheep to do the same as 1 cow.
Wow. What is the benefits of sheep milk over normal cow milk?
Huge amount of health benefits. It's very similar to human milk. So there's no cholesterol in sheep's milk. That's the big one. Anyone that has dairy allergies, mainly to cow milk, can have sheep's milk. And it's triple the calcium. So it's healthy for us, but also it's got the characteristics to make a good product. It's got double the cream of cow, and it's a sweet flavour. So it's not a really unusual taste. It's pretty similar to cow products in flavour, but a lot healthier.
What is your biggest selling cheese? What is the cheese that you're most proud of? Because you've won so many awards.
Yeah, the blue would be our #1. It got champion cheese at the Sydney Royal Show, so that actually beat 360 cow cheeses, goat, buffalo. So that's our biggest award. It is also the only sheep's blue of Australia. It's very rare to even be able to try something like that, and luckily it's a good one.
It's beautiful.
At Grandvewe, you can not only taste, but also see cheese being made, sheep being milked, and the kids can pet and feed the lambs. Not to mention its cafe with amazing coffee and an even better view.
This is our white pearl. This is a really good starter for yourself or anyone that hasn't had sheep's cheese before.
Okay.
It's basically a fresh curd with lemon myrtle.
Oh, it's really, really nice. And I have to ask you quickly, Ryan, does my beautiful CIL Travel Saver card work here?
It sure does. We'll give anyone that presents this 20% off any of their purchases.
Wow, so how much is that off the...
That's sort of around about, you know, this much of your platter you can have for yourself.
I'm very happy, I'm very happy. Run the card through, sir. Just like Hobart, everywhere you look in Launceston, you'll find a little piece of history. And Brookie's unearthed a real sparkler. Built in the 1860s, the old umbrella shop is one of the oldest surviving retail stores in Australia and is still as colourful as ever. Owned by the National Trust and run by an army of passionate volunteers, it's a shopping experience like none other.
This is just amazing. You've got umbrellas in here that are more than 100 years old.
That's right, yes. We have a display over there of some of the very old umbrellas, and they've got quite a history to them.
I really like the girly sort of pink and purple.
Pink and purple is
Yeah.
the go.
So what would you ladies suggest?
Let's go to this Monet style.
Oh, wow.
We are allowed to open the umbrellas in the shop.
It's not bad luck.
It's not bad luck.
Whoa! Oh, it's looking good. The reason you walk with them is to show me what
So
it
the
looks like.
buyer can see what they're getting.
Oh, I didn't think so much would go into buying an umbrella.
Lots goes into buying an umbrella.
Decisions, there's so many to choose from.
Yes.
I love lace, but not this one. Wow, so the Queen uses this one.
Yes, she does.
Tim, this might be me. Queen Brooke has arrived.
Settled way back in 1806, Launceston is one of Australia's oldest cities, and many of its original buildings are still standing.
I've made my way to another historic gem in Launceston. This is the old flour mill. It was built in 1830 and is now a beautiful gift store as well as restaurant. Casual dining for lunch, fine dining for dinner, and great coffee. It's overlooking the water, and I tell you what, I think I'll settle in here for the afternoon.